Trey knows right here. Trey knows right here like, oh snap, this dude is hitting it. All right, I gotta hit it. So he goes for it. Oh, that's crazy. See, this is the thing, guys. Back then they would land sitting down. He's up, he's already sitting down. Whereas here, look at that, they stand. They land and they're standing. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinema J here, and today, before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to my #1 sponsor, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. One update before we get into this amazing video idea that I had, and then this is an attempt. I'm just gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna be hot or not. Y'all let me know in the comments. That's what y'all there for. I did not get approved for a press media pass for Buzz Creek, so I probably might not go. I don't know. I might go, but right now it's looking like I'm probably not gonna go. All right, but don't attack these guys. All right, do not attack Failed. It is not their fault. It's their decision. It's their business. I ain't got no control over it. That was my first time, first attempt. So more than likely I was gonna get a no. All right, so let's just keep building this thing. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's just keep supporting the sport. And one day, boy may be out there. All right, with that being said, let's get into the video. Let's see if we can find some differences in Eli Tomac's riding, okay? Because we're going 2015. This is what you guys requested, looking at a 2015 lap or race. I'll be honest, didn't want to cover the race. They didn't show much of Tomac racing. All right, he was blowing these dudes out. So we're just gonna compare how he did this year in 2025 at Hangtown versus 2015 at Hangtown. So stick around, let's see what we find. All right, finish line 2015. He's already murking these dudes by like 20 seconds. I think it's like 20 minutes into the race. I mean, even just that, look at that. Foot on the pegs, feet on the pegs, whole way through the turn. I mean, that's nice, that's sick. All right, we got Tomac right here. Not him, right there. Coming over. Track is different, conditions are different. It was over 100 degrees right here. Foot out a little bit right here, so we can't really see. But my boy is on it. This was that last lap where he was coming for AP. So a little bit different, but let me see. All right, race up here. All right, I'm just looking at his feet. Okay, Tomac always did that. That foot off a little bit. With the scrub. All right, let's see what he does here. Come up around. Okay, now he's sending it on this lap. So he's racing hard. That's why I chose this lap. All right. Come down. Sections are a little different. So far, it's looking like Tomac. Look at him hopping over the bumps. Even kind of jumping like Jet a little bit, feet were on the pegs the whole time. That was nice. All right, so they come out of this turn. Now he's racing a guy here, whereas he's not in the other one. So still though, he's going hard right here. And I believe he was going hard the whole time in that other race. On the back of the bike, just flowing through the braking bumps. Look at the ruts here. Feet on the pegs. He didn't even stick his leg out. Yeah, this turn here was different. That little inside outside action. No, don't you show Dungy. I don't want to see Dungy. All right, comes over this. Feet on the pegs, foot out. Waiting that outside peg. All right, so yeah, let's get right there. Yeah, AP was just out of it. My boy was tired. It's hot out there. All right, this is that jump. Come over to the inside. He's standing up right there. He sat down right at the end. How's he doing right here? See, this is the thing. Guys back then, they would land sitting down. He's up. He's already sitting down. Whole way through. Butt lifted up just a little bit. Whereas here, look at that. They stand. They land and they're standing. This is the difference, guys. They land and they're standing, have a lot of control, maneuvering the bike with the hips, and he's out of there. That's like right there is exactly what we're talking about. That was pure evidence in the difference of riding styles. We see it side by side right here. Guys, a different level now. This is Tomac right here. Look at the control. All right, look. Okay. You know, toes were out right there. It's the only thing I saw. All right. Section's a little different. They just cut. I couldn't find the full race, so you might find something else we can compare here. And that's the end of the race. Yeah. Well, let's look at more what he was doing back then. Absolute control. Look at the legs. Look, that was looking like Deacon right there. Look at this. Right there. He makes this 450 look small too. I'm not gonna lie. He makes his 450 look like it's easy to ride. Just on the gas the whole time. What's he do here? All right, foot is kind of dangling out. And look at this. Hooks that boot right up under there. Hope I'm not in the way. Hooks that boot right up in there. Cause you know he's getting a little huckabucky sitting down. You know. Just keep me there. Keep me in attack mode. My boy was just loose. He was just flowing, man. This was his track. He was feeling it. On it right there. Brop. Whew. With a little flick of the rear. Nice, man. That's money. Yeah, so really only see one difference. We're all just about the same. And that was just like landing off of a jump standing. And that's what I saw in another race with Dungey. Landing off of the jump, they would immediately sit coming in 2 certain turns. You know, dude's tired and save you some energy, but you land, you hitting all these bumps with your butt, nah. But that's the only time I really see where they were sitting back then. Kind of like this right there. You know. But it's like, I'm not mad at that. I don't think that's a difference maker. But today, our guy's standing right there. I think that's kind of what we just saw though. So, just nitpicking. But that was kind of like the first time I actually saw it, like side by side, like what they were doing versus what they are doing. That section is cool, by the way. Ball of his feet on the pegs, heels dropped. I mean, this is good for 2015. This was pretty solid. I mean, the guys are winning by 90 seconds, so this is the best you're gonna get. This one thing I will say, this Tomac racing a current day Jet, he would pick up on stuff Jet was doing. I feel like better. I feel like he would be able to copy and learn from Jet better at this stage of his career, and he would have been better. So he got that. Age would have been on his side. Did you know that hearing damage can occur from prolonged exposure to sounds at or above 85 decibels? Guys, protect your ears today. Head over to the Eargoes website at eargoes.com or the Instagram at ear_goes and buy your pair today. Don't be like this guy. PanicRev's overall mission is to share the gospel with the motocross community through authentic and engaging content, such as this. Listen, the main goal is to inspire you guys to follow Jesus. So yes, PanicRev does have some pretty cool apparel, so check that out. They got some really good stuff on the website. In my opinion, some of the best out, especially motocross related, so I love it. They send me some stuff. I'll be rocking it throughout the videos. This hoodie fits good, looks good, and feels good. And they're a nonprofit, so of course we do encourage donations and any kind of support online through these videos, social media. Of course, I have the discount code code. If you guys want to purchase something on their website, it is Trackside. You guys get 10% off. So take advantage of that, guys. It's really good stuff. Faith, family, moto. What more could you ask for? Both their #1 sponsor, mine is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. All right, no metal grates. It's 2014. All dirt. I don't know why we got away from this. I don't know why was it a problem. My goodness. Look at the pull on that Suzuki. All right. James hitting it. Gotta respect Trey right here. But hey, we be seeing this today, right? Oh, I got a guy battling me on the outside. If Trey is not here, James is cutting in and he's out of there. And this is his whole shot. But because Trey's out here, he's gonna eat up this track. He's gonna eat up the trap, make him back off. And then boom, Chad Reed does what he does. Look at how far James is out there trying to, and now he's coming back in, but didn't expect this guy. So now he's got to switch up. Like this is racing right here. These guys are constantly like calculating and computing. Meanwhile, you got to manage this 450 motorcycle. It's crazy. All right, and Chad Reed, also great starter. I mean, we see like the old school guys were better starters. Every year, new guys come in. Like these guys like James, Chad Reed, Ricky, and them, man, they will always get good starts, no matter how old they were. And this is why I feel like with today, I feel like these guys today, they would be better starters than a lot of guys today. Also, let's see what they're doing right here. All right, James standing, sits, commits. That was good. That was good. All right, Chad Reed holding him up. Hold him up. Oh, Chad Reed, he just lets off right here. You can look at his arms. And he goes and then off. Just hits that like, oh. And as I think the race, I think in a different race, they were not hitting this. I think they said this is the first time they hit this, and we can see because he's backing off, but James is like, that urgency. This is what we see from Jet today. I gotta commit and just pass. Let me just get in front of him. Worry about the rest later. Jace has a green shirt on, so the green screen is just gonna just make him look like a floating head back there. So yeah, Chad Reed, he's fighting, but got pushed out of the line. Now Trey Kennard comes in. That's what you got to do if you racing. If you want to win, that's what you got to do. All right, let's see what else we can find. All right, this section right here. Tell me today if this is Deegan or Jet, Tomac today even. You sitting down at this point? So, because this is the line. Well, I wonder if he was riding defensive. Because he just completely, like, he doesn't even come inside. He just sits and just clears all these ruts. All right, he found this one. Nah, I think that was just speed. He had so much speed, he just had to hit that line. All right, there you go, Dungy. Getting around. These guys are racing, starting to make passes already. Man, Chad Reed is just... he's trying not to let these guys pass, but in that impatience, he's getting past. Okay, this section right here. I don't believe guys are sitting right here today. Look at this. They're like goons right here. Is it just me? I believe standing, you can get through this a lot better. It's not a fast section. You need control. And like your butt is just reacting to the seat all right here. You gotta slow down, gotta you're just reacting to the seat. Whereas if you're standing, you can use your legs to drive this wheel into the ground, coast out here, pop up over this. But right here, they're standing because you got no choice, you gotta jump. But what y'all think right there? Y'all think they drop your time step or whatever right here, but in the comments, y'all think they sitting right there today in that section? All right, James, good at this. Once again, I believe he intentionally, he knows Trey Canard is right here, so he hops into this line, cuts him off. Trey Canard did not pass James Stewart. He had the speed to pass James Stewart. He didn't pass James Stewart because of James Stewart. James prevented him from passing. And we're gonna see on this lap, all right, he's not protecting the inside. So he's gotta do this. Go to the inside. Just thanks to the Suzuki power, he was able to cut him off. But we're gonna see this switch up as time goes on. James is gonna make adjustments, and this is where we get racecraft. He's gonna make adjustments because Trey had the speed. But notice James never looks back. This is what blows my mind. He never looks back. All right. I see guys like Justin Cooper looking back all the time. Like a lot of guys look back. Like Deegan will look back because he's trying to see how much he beating him by. But today, a lot of guys look back, and I'm like, what are you doing? But James, he would never look back. He knew how to race ahead and defend at the same time, and that was why he was so good. Perfectly balanced on the bike right there. This is good. Keeping that front end low. Just cruise through the jumps. Really good at pushing through jumps. I believe because of how much control he had over this front end, keeping it low. Driving through the jumps. Standing right here, by the way. Sits and commits. That's going to get better as the race goes on, as the track shapes up. Okay, I think we're at the crazy moment right here. All right, where does it start? Boom, right there. Right there, he knows. Gosh, what commitment. Let's see when Trey knows. Trey knows right here. Trey knows right here like, oh, snap. This dude is hitting it. All right, I got to hit it. So he goes for it. Oh, that's crazy. These dudes crazy. To just hit that out of nowhere. And all of them hit it. That's wild. Got held up right there. Trying to find that rut. That's all right. It's going to shape up more as the track goes on. So Trey right here, look at him staying out of the roost. Gets hit with some roost right here. It's like, get out of that. He's not even phased by it, man. These guys are crazy. Taking dirt to the face. All right, James to the outside this time. And you see, Trey follows the main line here. James, he had sat down and just came down in here. I think he just had too much speed, man. Track is not as broken in as it needs to be too. So he just got out of the line. But see, these guys are using this inside. James just didn't. He just came out of it. I believe James just says, I'm gonna go fast first and figure it out later. Maybe you guys should do that if you got heart. If you're crazy. Yes, sir. Okay, last time James was here and jumped to the outside. This time he's already cutting off Trey Canard. Get some pit board action right here. But all right, so this time James, he starts riding offensive. He's on the inside. I don't even think he looks at the pit board. Nah, he's racing. He is not looking at the pit board. Trey Canard, he might have glanced over there, but nah. When you this locked in, you guys think they're looking at pit board right now? This is 1 and 2. I don't think so. Like, he's focused on where this guy's going. So he was on the inside. He cut his line off. And I think now we get to see a defensive masterpiece. Good defensive riding while in first place. Look at the precision these guys just in and out of that line. Same line. Now, I'm about to get out of here now. We're going to go ahead and end the video, but stands up here perfectly on balance. Look at that. Chin over the bars, people. This is what they be training you to do, you know? But, you know, being told to do it and doing it, two different things. Sits on balance in the middle of the bike, middle of the seat. Head is in position. He's just good. And this is not easy to do. Man, this track is rough. He's on a 450. This is not easy. It is not easy. You can tell your brain to do it, but then the body's got to do it. Then we get into bike setups. Like, he knows how this bike is going to react. He knows what the suspension is going to do. He's in complete control right here. Makes it look easy. He's so smooth. This is like a Deegan Jet hybrid. All right, James Stewart, Deegan Jet hybrid. That's what I'm gonna call it. One video I said it looks like Jet. Another video I said it looks like Deegan. James was just a hybrid, but had the racecraft that was better than both of those guys, I believe. He just had something in his brain, a level that was unlocked that a lot of guys are not willing to even put the key to. Like, they don't even want to touch that level. This guy would take it there. Man, that was the most viewed section on the video. I don't know why. So like, this is what I was talking about. He's standing. He sits at the last minute this time. Look at the speed he got from standing that time. But like, guys like James would just figure this stuff out mid-race. All right, hops into this line, standing, chin over the bars, getting the speed, and then pop, gets the pop, and now he's got it. Crazy, man. You drop James Stewart like in the field today, man, we would see some crazy stuff. I believe we see some crazy stuff. What do y'all think? Drop it down in the comments. How y'all feeling about this? How'd y'all feel about this race? James Stewart's final career moto win. I love it. I'm for all things James Stewart. I wish the older races were like HD like this. I would look at a lot of those. Might find some Supercross races. How y'all feel about watching some Supercross races? Drop down in the comments. Or if we just, strictly moto since it's moto season. But let me know. Yeah, I'm out of here. Till the next video. I'll be looking in comments, see what else y'all want me to watch. Some stuff, like I agree, it's cool things to watch, but it's like so old or kind of hard to see. Yeah, that's what's tough. But anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'm out.